My main problem or fear or, I don't know, concern is that I don't look at the list every day. I mean, there's things I look at every day, especially when I know I need to check up. But a lot of times I'll go with what's in my memory that kind of pops up again because I have those intrusive things that come in. I can't completely get everything out of my head. But I guess it's something I need to work on, and it's been a while. I can't come and go, as the inspiration comes. So, but with the working out, that too, because I only have a certain amount of time when I'm here anyways, but it's all interrelated with me. It's more successful so far with the working out, but it got a time where I wasn't doing it as much because of work and all that, so now I go every day. That's why I'm waking up at 1. All right. Gym guy. 6:48 a.m. Always November 7th, Friday, November 7th, my birthday, 2025. They started off pretty crap. If you saw the previous video that's uploaded already, I'm a little better now. Probably because I was able to solve a problem. So it's finally kicking in that I could solve some problems using my bujo and figuring it out. So I was a little worried that I would have to call about a class I can't teach on next week because of this strike, and they're threatening a strike to the whole day on the 15th and 16th. So this previous Sunday was the same problem because it was the beginning of the strike, and there was no traffic. Like on Sunday, there was no bus or subway or anything. But the person in charge who gave me the contract, she was like, "I'll pay for taxi. I'll do it." I'm like, okay. But this time, it's like it's the place I'm working for, and I don't think they can do that. It's my responsibility, right? So I might have to cancel it and have, give them enough notice, hopefully, so I'm on my A game, I'm on the ball, but so they can find someone else. But then I was like, thinking about the guy yesterday who was teaching with me. He's also walking because he was in a huge car accident, so now he doesn't even need a car. I'm like, we're both dragging along a lot of stuff. So then my mind was starting to get a little better, right? A little less foggy, and maybe the caffeine kicking in and whatnot, and probably the bicep workout going well. I decided to look at the address and see. First of all, the first address was like 3-hour walk. I'm like, no, it's not in the boonies. It's the same address, but in, nearby. So I looked it up, and it's like a 46-minute walk. I'm like, that's doable, even with my hockey bags. Just make it a training, and I'm accepting that. Maybe even an hour and a half because one girl, when I was teaching at the school 2 days ago, she was prepared to do an hour and a half walk from home. I know I have my hockey bags and stuff, but still. I mean, I wouldn't make this a regular occurrence, but as a good alternative, and I got a good soleus workout, an ankle workout to keep my ankles from dying, or preventing the plantar fasciitis, which I used to get a lot of. Aside from that, I'm in better shape to do it, and I know there'll be breaks during the whole time, so 46 minutes can be an hour and 15 maybe, which is still fine, so I'm preparing mentally for that. So I was also thinking, to keep staying at the gym until the grocery store is open, but I'm like, nah, go home. And then I'm like thinking, okay, Subway started if I go home and eat, and then I go do groceries at the other end, because the last subway's at 9 in the morning, I think. So if I get there, hopefully it's open at 8. I'll have to check online, but I want to go to the new grocery store and just buy stuff and come back home. So that's an option. So the mind's working well, which is helping stabilize my mood. And yeah, because all in all, I gotta be able to adapt and continue with my life, despite this. It's what's weird is that we went through this same problem. Like this is an economic problem for other companies, and we just came out of the COVID thing, and now there's this. That is crazy. All right, so it's 2 p.m. I'm on my way to teaching. I got my bag, my other 2 bags. Way back there is the hill, right? Oh, can you see that? What's going on with this? Yeah, see the hill? It's steep down there. I just went through half of it, but since the last clip, I've been going longer stretches today. So I went a whole block, and then that whole block up the hill. I think it's the extra, I took an extra caffeine, so I'm at 400 milligrams today, because 4 hours sleep the day before, 5 hours sleep last night, and possibly 4 hours again tonight. But I've heard that caffeine has like a buffering effect for fatigue, muscle fatigue. Because I was when I left, I took it about an hour or so ago, just before going to the mall to do shopping, right? And then, I felt kind of bad, and I was thinking, because of the stress of being in public, anxiety, you know what I mean? Like sometimes when I go out, I feel even more tired. Or it could be the fact that I had 400 milligrams, but I don't think that has the opposite effect that dose for me. But who knows? But then an hour later, I think sometimes it takes us some time to react. As I was getting ready to teach, I started getting the energy, or feeling less crappy. And then I started to feel a little crappy, but my muscles, like being able to go up hills and go longer stretches, is a lot better. So I don't know. It's a day-to-day, or maybe because it's since the strike, I've been doing a lot more walking. I don't know. So it's 2:18. Not too bad. I mean, that was a long block, but I stopped halfway because I was using my left arm. But then I continued, and I came across the street. I turned my hand a different way. My shoulder was burning, but I was able to go through it. So there's something. Maybe because I didn't work my shoulders today, I had a little bit more in me. Or it could be because of the caffeine, or a training effect. Oh, this is gonna fall. So it's 7:38. We finished early at like 7. The first group was cool, only 6 people. Second group, there were 12, and some were good, and some of them were kind of like, ugh. But anyways, it went really fast. I've gotten used to doing it. I'm good with the setup. So I just have to go down the hill. I only had to stop twice, I think, coming here. So and it's raining. I guess I'm getting more endurance. I don't know. All right, it's 11:38. I was going to go to further away shopping grocery store, but no can do. So I'm off to the closer one, I'm gonna check out the dollar store. I'm gonna do all that stuff. Need to cook some food too for working. I took another caffeine, so it is what it is. Then I tried, sitting on my ankles, but on my heels. But I turned my heels inwards towards each other, and it got the sensitive muscle. And I couldn't sit down because I can't sit down with my ankles turned in like that. It just gets right at the knee. But that muscle is really, so I have to give it some love. I had to be leaning forward and then get my wrist stretched also because my wrists tightened up too. So it's a good change. Alternate between the versions of that stretch. And I did the lower back twisting stretch. My right side is sensitive, and the right glute was the TFL and glute was very tight too. So, but after that I left. As per usual, I'm glad I went out. I think I only had another 100 milligrams of caffeine, so I only had 200. I don't think I went for the 300 yet. I was gonna wait. I'm hungry, so I would have my veggie pate. I have 2 veggie pates, one probably for lunch, because I have leftover meal from yesterday, a little bit of tofu and frozen peas while they're cooked, while they're heated. Well, now they're cold because they're in the fridge, but I'm gonna add the other veggie pate. And then I thought I was gonna have that the second veggie pate this morning, but I have the cheese that I had yesterday, the baby bales. I bought a few of them, so I'll probably have that, with some bread. Just get going with my chores that I need to do. So it's 2:10 a.m. on Saturday. Too many people. Saturday the 8th of November. So it's the day after my birthday. I gotta stretch my lower legs, ankles again, because they're tight. Anyways, I feel like, there's I don't know what that is in front of me. Smoking and yeah. But I must say I feel like crying. I mean, I had 4 hours sleep or less, I think, because I was playing the YouTube a little bit before going to bed. And when I got up, I did some things. I did the gloves, flossed my teeth, brushed my teeth too. Didn't have to do anything to the hair yet. Washed my face with water, get the beard down because it was sticking up. Computer went through the emails, and that's what got me depressed. Don't want to talk about that. Yeah, that's the trigger. Dealing with my financial problems, condo and everything. I'm only on 100 milligrams of caffeine. I have to take more. The first thing I tried to do also is sit down with the computer and try to go through my Red Book and put some of it into the Excel sheet. And it was difficult. First of all, there wasn't enough light. Secondly, I managed to only get one value down, but I stopped there because I had to keep going. But I haven't finished everything I need to do, and I probably won't today because I have to get up pretty early. Then after work, I have to make sure I have bring that hockey bag, but don't bring anything in it. So I have to take things out. I have a lot I have to get organized because I didn't have the chance yesterday because I finished work late and had to take a shower and all that crap. But that was the promise to myself, to get up at 1. No matter how many hours. I sleep no matter what time I go to bed. So that's what I get. It's not better the other way. It's not better with more sleep. It's not. Maybe tomorrow I have a day off and maybe I won't put on the alarm. But it is because of the lack of sleep. Okay, what the fuck is that? So just take a knife and put it in his mouth. Shut the fuck up, you piece of white trash. Anyways, you could see lack of sleep, that's what it does to me. Now I'm triggered, I'm angry. Yeah. Anyways. So, it's because of the lack of sleep, the anger right now, being triggered. Also, feeling like I'm not moving forward. But I was moving forward. I am moving forward. It's just that one thing, my major thing, the finances. And also, I've been watching David Allen videos. 2 tips for turbulent times. And it kind of triggered me also with taking care of that one thing that's making everything seem crap. Which is dealing with my condo shit, dealing with my taxes shit, and dealing with life. So it looks like they repaired the window. No. The door. Alright? But why didn't they put like a guard on it or something? And see, right now I'm really angry. I just want to push her and hang her up with a knife in her mouth. I don't have the tolerance right now for anyone. I'm not seeing over dramatic drugged out women looking for her dealer, I don't know, her pimp, I don't know. See, my mind is really fucked up right now. So it's 4:03. That was very quick. I got out of the gym. First of all, I wasn't expecting to do too much anyways because of the accumulation of lack of sleep. Very few hours. But there are also these, these little clowns making noise, vaping, and my mood changed a little bit, but it wasn't, it's whatever. But I did incline bench press, which worked very well. When I got to the lateral raises, it wasn't working. And I was like, I need more rest. But the incline bench, my left side is getting stronger finally. My serratus, my scapular depressors. It's like a good improvement. I was very happy it's getting strong. Well, it's 6:36 a.m. I'm actually taking my bag, but I put my grocery bags in it vertically. So I'm going to the community center. I don't need this big bag, but I'm going after to meet with the owner of another company that's going to give me stuff to teach on Monday. Teach children on Monday. So I said I'd bring my bag. So I met him at a Subway. He said he'd meet me. Hopefully I could leave earlier today. In fact, I will leave earlier today because I don't have a choice. I gotta get the bus and can't miss that appointment. Even though it's a big class today. That's it. Oh yeah, I forgot. The first Subway is at the doors open at 6:30, so it wasn't even an issue coming later. So it's 7:19 a.m. I'm here at the community center. I'm going to take my bags out of the bag. I was going to put them flat, And I realized I have that bottle of bleach and I have my plastic bottle of water, which is like the workout type that the cap can come off quickly. It can leak quickly. And also because it's rubbing, the bottom of the bag has no protection, and it kind of those two bags kind of drag the bottom of the bag, and then the wheels don't run as well. The bag drags. But anyways, no one's here yet. I just had also I had a big container, a huge container. I just threw it out of. They call it wild mix, kind of like trail mix, I guess, like peanuts, nuts, and all that, and yogurt covered candy. Thank goodness I put that in there because I ate the whole thing, and part of it spilt also. But thank God, because I just ate it. I was hungry, and I had like baby babels and tortillas, and that wasn't enough. And I was like, did I pack enough food? But I had that, so that's going to tide me over for sure. We'll have another caffeine. Yeah. Okay, so it's 4:23. I finished teaching. It was a full class, 18 people, the maximum. It was a pretty good class. Dental students, a doctor, a nurse, people asking a lot of questions, right? What is this? Oh, it's still doing a weird thing. The bus is coming. This bag, I didn't need it today. It's not bad. I'm thinking maybe I should get some sort of trolley. I messaged the guy I was supposed to meet for the stuff for teaching on Monday, the owner of the company, and he has a leakage problem at home, so he couldn't make it. I'm like, all right. Then there's tomorrow, my day off. Yeah. All right, so it's 11:51 a.m. Sunday, November 9th, 2025. Some snow. I don't know if you can see it because it's 0 degrees. Still don't have gloves. I have glycerol Dermin and Vaseline on my hands to keep in the heat, and also to keep the hangnails and all that crap at bay. I'm off to the gym finally. I have granola bars with me to eat because all I had this morning was a little bit of yogurt, a little bit of raspberries. They're a few days old. Both of them are. I got a lot done on 2 milligrams, 2 caffeine pills. It finally started kicking in, but I'm hungry, and at 4 o'clock I gotta go meet with the guy who canceled yesterday, the owner of the company I'm working for tomorrow, to give me the books and whatever is needed. So got to get home before that, take my hockey bag, which I cleaned out because yesterday my trail mix had spilled a lot in there. Yep, cleaned that out. So I got a lot done, all these 2-minute things that David Allen talks about. I've been binging him. It seems I seem to be able to accept a lot of his longer videos. I just let them play with my speakers as I do everything. And I went through a lot. I woke up at 7 something, so 4 hours before leaving. That's not too shabby considering on a day that I'm working I wouldn't be able to do that, but still. Today seems to be a day that I feel like I moved a little bit forward, you know what I mean? I understand, like, what I like about David Allen, some of the videos are boring in the sense that they're, you know, real life, and he's kind of has the same cadence of speech as me, introverted like me. And then you have Cal Newport. I've never seen him in real life, you know what I mean? Whereas David Allen seems to be more real life, lets into like his apartment in Amsterdam, he was in LA before that, but just the problems, and doing the productivity system with daily life things. Whereas with Cal, it's like he doesn't even talk about any of that. So that's a big thing. Although Cal doesn't seem to be like he's trying to get social media views, he's got a lot more than David Allen in the sense that the GTD only has like 34,000, right? But Cal Newport has like 200 and something thousand. But Cal's more like it's more like a regular newspaper type of horror. You know what I mean? Trying to get views for that, trying to get his book sold, even though he doesn't do a lot of publicity on it, he says, but he does, in the sense that he talks about it all the time. So it's about his ego more than showing what he's really like, because so that of the times I binged him, and he would let off some things like he's like 50 pounds heavier than he was in university or something like that, or 30 pounds or something. So that what that says is that he's, aside from the intellectual stuff he's doing, he's freaking lazy, and it's not part of his getting things done. I'm debating. Well, he obviously has people hired because he has an assistant on screen. So David Allen's doing everything himself, which I always think is better. It's like people using AI and then their brain rots. Already we can't remember phone numbers because we, haven't plugged into automatic dialers. So that's a problem. So if I would put David Allen next to Cal Newport, who Cal Newport references David Allen a lot, I would say that David Allen is more the real deal. Cal Newport is like a smokescreen, a typical American smokescreen romanticizing a great life and a hard grind, but we don't get to see any of it. So he could be transgender for all I know. You know what I mean? He could be cross-dressing. So there you go. See, the thing is, when I'm binging Cal Newport, nothing else comes into my algorithm outside of his studio. And when he's not in the studio, when he's at his alma mater house or something like that, like, really? And the fact that the videos I've seen him that he was only in his 30s, I thought he was at least mid-century. But all in all, I mean, I like his stuff. It was motivating. A lot of YouTube videos are motivating in one period, then I get sick of them, and then I rotate. You know what I mean? That's my nature. And I don't really care who he is in real life. I just want the information. Like most people, that's why he does it. But it'd be nice if I got to see people in real life. At least online in real life. It's more inspiring. Less polished is more inspiring for me, as you can tell by the videos that I do.